Alright, guys. So, my rant today is on ignorant, just ignorant people and just rude people who don't know how to act, who don't know how to use proper etiquette, who don't know how to fucking, just act in real life. First of all, I just want to say, fuck middle schoolers, okay? Fuck them. They annoy the living fuck out of me. Let me tell you the reasons. Number one, when you're like a few years older than them, like, let's say the girl you're talking to was like 13 and you're like 16 or 15 and in high school. Cool. And you're just trying to make a good connection with her, make a good impression, and tell her about yourself, and you're being the nice guy, just trying to express yourself to her. But then the girl just is like being an asshole. I'm just giving an example. I'm not talking about anybody. Like, this is just, how they act in. Like an example of how they act. Like when you try to talk to a younger girl who you want to be friends with, just, like casually, like, how are you doing? What's up? How's your day? Casual questions like that. Not asking for any personal info. Not asking for anything weird. Weird. And you're being nice. And at one point, she just keeps ignoring you. And that's when I start to get mad. I start to get mad when people ignore me. I feel like when I'm being ignored and I'm trying to talk to somebody, I feel like I'm just talking to myself or like something else that doesn't have the ability to talk, like a wall or like a dog or some type of animal or just something that doesn't know how to talk in general. But anyway, yeah, that is really rude to ignore someone when they're talking to you. Proper fucking manners. Use your manners. Please and thank you. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. And I bet you one reason why they act like that, they were raised crap. They were raised in a bad way. Like, they weren't taught the proper things. They weren't taught right from wrong. They weren't taught proper manners, proper etiquette. Proper manners, proper etiquette. How to respect someone for who they are. How to respect someone's feelings. Stuff like this. And you know what? Ever since I found out that that's how middle schoolers act, I have stopped being friends with them. Because every time I ask to be friends with one of them, they're like, "Who are you, you weirdo?" And that's another thing. Calling somebody weird, calling an older guy weird, just cause, like, hold on. Just cause you want to be friends. Like, they think age plays a huge part. And I mean, if it's a 18-year-old talking to a 12-year-old, yeah, that's not good. But if it's something okay, like an 18-year-old talking to a 16-year-old, or like a 13-year-old talking to a 15 or 14-year-old, yeah, that's fine. You don't call somebody weird just because you've never met them and they want to be friends. The person just probably wants to get to know you. Stop being an asshole. Stop being rude. This is why I am so glad that I'm mature. That I've matured, and I'm grateful to say that I've matured a lot. You know, when I talk to someone, you don't see me fucking ignoring them. You don't see me saying, "You're being annoying. I'm trying to do something." When someone needs someone to talk to, I talk to them. I answer them. I ask them how they're doing. You selfish motherfuckers don't even fucking ask. When a high schooler tries to be friends with a middle schooler, it just doesn't go right. It's nothing about being inappropriate or anything. Like, for example, inappropriate questions would be like asking a girl, like, who doesn't really know you, like, what your dress size is, what your shirt size is, what your shoe size is, what, questions like that, or anything sexual, like, can you kiss me? Will you go out with me? Stuff like that. But I am not like that. I don't sexually harass anyone. I am a perfectly respectful gentleman. That's because I was raised right. I was raised respectfully, and I was taught right from wrong. I was taught manners, proper etiquette, how to respect people. None of these middle schoolers that I used to be friends with, I seriously doubt that they were taught any of those things. And you know what? That is the fault of the parent, because they should have been responsible. They should have thought, if my kid is going to go out in the real world and start meeting people, then he or she needs to learn respect, manners, etiquette. Those are the three most important things. Respect, manners, and etiquette. Etiquette. Yeah, those are the three most important things. And, I went to this... I used to go to a place called Waypoint Youth Center. And, I never fit in with anybody, which sucked, because I was always trying to find out what everybody's interests were. I was always trying to find out what everyone's interests were. Trying to find out what everyone liked and disliked. I was always being appropriate. And I was always being respectful. And I was always being a gentleman. And, for the most part, I wasn't even doing anything bad. I wasn't doing anything horrible. The point is, none of the people there respected me. Nobody respected me there. And that was really rude. One of the things that really bothered me was like there would be like 10 people sitting in one area, and instead of talking to one another, they would stick their heads in a video game, and they would play this game that's trending right now, called Among Us. And I'm just like, it's not my thing. Can't you just like talk to me for a little bit? I wasn't even, and the fucked up part was, I wasn't even being needy. I wasn't being needy. I was being respectful. I was trying to ask for a friend. And all I got told was no, because everyone was just rude. They would rather play a video game than talk to me. Me? So then after all this, after I was so disrespected there, after I was so hurt and disrespected and, just, hurt and disrespected in general, I decided, you know what, maybe this isn't the group of people I should be hanging around. These people are like too young for me, not old enough to be friends with me. And they were like 10, 11, 12, 13. And, just too young for me. I wasn't doing anything bad. And everyone would just rather play Among Us rather than talk to me and ask me how I was doing. And on the days that I was there, the fun part about it was we could go to the gym and play one day we did kickball, and then the other day it was dodgeball. And on the day of dodgeball, now this is the annoying part. Like, if you're having a bad day, and you're just not in the mood, you're not in the mood to, play a sport, you're not in the mood to get up and move, you just want to, relax and just be yourself. You don't want to fit in with anybody else. I mean, I could have done that, but I thought, not fitting in with anybody was just lame. So yeah, I found out that a lot of the stuff there wasn't for me. It wasn't my thing. Video games and sports? No. I'm a drummer, for God's sake. I play rock and roll music. So, after I left, I think it was either a Tuesday or a Wednesday. That was my last day. So after I left, I immediately started to get back onto my drum schedule. I started playing Rush and Van Halen again, and Led Zeppelin, and all the favorite rock bands of mine. And I even squeezed a few other pop songs in there from like Ariana Grande, Taylor, Katy Perry, people like that. And I found out that was what I loved. That's what I love doing. That's what I want to do. I want to be at home, enjoy myself. And occasionally I'll go out with a friend and see how they're doing. When one. But you know what? When all my friends are busy, what I mainly do is be myself. I don't care what other people want. People want me to listen to like basketball. People want me to listen to rap music. Now, I mean, rap music is good. I don't mind rap, but only the old stuff. And when I say old stuff, I mean like Tupac, Biggie, Dr. Dre, Eminem, Ice Cube, Ice T, Big L, Big Pun, Nas. Who else was in that category? Eminem, guys like that. And Snoop Dogg. Those are good rappers. But the music other people wanted me to listen to was like, Juice WRLD, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Drake, all the shitty rappers that don't have any talent, that don't know how to rap, and just make rap music look like a joke. And so, I stopped hanging out with people who tried to influence me to do that shit. Because, if you listen to the topics in the, if you listen to the topics in the video, or, I mean, in the music videos, the stuff in the music videos is highly inappropriate for young people to be listened to. And by young people, I mean like 12 and 13-year-olds and, people who are like preteens and just early teenagers and even little kids. They shouldn't be listening to that crap. Because it's inappropriate. It like has girls shaking their butts in music videos, and if like let's say a 10-year-old girl's mom caught her doing that, would be classified as getting, trying to like make yourself look bad on the internet. Trying to make yourself look bad on the internet. Trying to make yourself look bad on the internet and, just getting yourself in trouble. Not doing appropriate things that your parents or family wouldn't like. That's why little kids shouldn't be watching that stuff. Or doing the actions in the music videos. And also about the topics in the music videos. You know what it's about? Gangbanging, hoes, bitches, money, sex, drugs, alcohol, bling bling, which is often classified as money. All this crap that doesn't resemble what good rap music is about. Okay, I can give you a few examples of why Tupac and why Biggie are awesome. Number one, they are poets. They inspire people. Tupac especially, he has a song called Life Goes On. And it's a really good rap. I highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't heard it. The title is pretty much self-explanatory. And it has the kind of same vibe as the Rush song called Roll the Bones. You're gonna roll with the changes, deal with it, and move on. Like when Neil Peart died, I couldn't just keep talking about it and talking about it and talking about how sad I was that Neil died. And also, sorry if I'm coughing, I'm just sick right now. Also, when Neil Peart died, I I accepted it. Same with Eddie Van Halen. When Eddie died, I accepted it. I had to like move on with it. Accept that they were gone. Remember them for their music. And you know, that's a very valuable lesson that Tupac's song Life Goes On taught me. And there's also another one called Keep Your Head Up. Keep your head up. I say keep your head up because he's not saying yeah, he's saying yeah. Like YA. You know, like even though people are trying to like put you down, keep your head up. Don't listen to people that hate on you for who you are. And that's inspiration right there. Oh, and also, Tupac wrote a song for his mother. I don't know any other rapper that writes a song for his mom or for someone who he's thankful for. Like his mom, like he wrote a song to thank his mom for how she raised Tupac. That is a real rapper. That's someone who most kids should idolize. Quit listening to Lil Uzi and Lil Wayne and Young Money. They're trash. They don't do shit. The only reason they're even rappers is for the money. So you know what? The moral of this video is, if people don't like you for who you are, screw them. If people don't like you if people don't like you because of what decisions you make, screw them. And if people don't like the same music you listen to, that's their problem. And if people call you ignorant because call you annoying because you just want to, make a friend, screw them. So the moral of this video is, try not to talk to anyone who has rude manners, no respect, and no proper etiquette. That's all for this video. Bye.